Hello, dolls and gents, and I decided to do a video that I don't normally do while I'm getting ready for work. Only because it just kind of bothered me a little bit. And I said I wasn't going to do a video, then I said I was going to do a video, then I said I wasn't going to do a video, and now I'm doing a video. So basically, I don't know how many of you watch the Wendy Williams movie. I like her, even though a lot of people don't. I think she keeps it real. Maybe that's why I like her, because I'm kind of a real type of person. I don't know why people don't like her. She says the same things that the tabloids say. She just says it with a little bit more, says it with a little bit more of that. So anyways, my video is about, I watched her movie. And then I was on Facebook under a post that she did. And I always go to the comments. I don't know why I go to the comments, because it really, some of the comments really show you that in order to balance the world out, the Lord had to make stupid people. And I just don't get it at all. But I always go to the comments on certain things. And there was one comment that I felt like I at least needed to come tell my crew about. Okay? Not nobody else, but my crew. This girl went under there and she put, well, Wendy, I don't understand why he keeps cheating on you. Why? No, she didn't say that. What did she say? She said, why would he keep, what's the reason? Why would he keep cheating on you? Why would he keep, her insinuation, the way she said it, was blaming the female. And I think it's really sad that when a man does something he's not supposed to do, we blame ourselves. And I have 2 girls, and I teach them, okay? And this is for those of you who have not been taught. Here's the thing. First of all, her comment insinuated that some kind of way it was Wendy's fault that she kept catching him cheating, okay? Because she said, well, why would he keep cheating on you? Why would he keep doing that? Okay, the second thing is, why did I lose my train of thought? Okay, it'll come back to me. But anyways, the first thing her comment insinuated is that it was Wendy's fault. Let me tell you guys something. If nobody has ever told you before, and if you're in a situation right now of cheating, I am not the person to tell you to walk away and leave your relationship. But I will tell you, if you're constantly catching him and constantly being cheated on, I am sorry to say, and I don't care who agrees and who disagrees, you need to get out of that relationship. Even if you're going to go to the biblical sense, okay, of you're not supposed to get divorced. There's some people that live by the Old Testament, or just a scripture that, you know, once you're married, you're not supposed to get divorced and stuff like that. There are certain reasons, and I'm not going to go deep into it because this isn't a biblical video, but there are certain reasons in the Bible that divorce is approved. Okay? And fornication and adultery and cheating and stuff is one of them, but we're not going to go there. I'm here to empower women today because it's either one or two things. Either she felt like it was Wendy's fault, Wendy kept getting cheated on, or she's young and she ain't been cheated on yet. Now, I couldn't tell by her little picture under the comment how old she was, but almost 80% of women will be cheated on in her lifetime. Even if it was your college boyfriend, your high school boyfriend, it may not be the husband you're with now. And if you don't get cheated on by your husband, you need to get on your knees every day and thank God. Because there are so many women that get cheated on by either their husband, you know, or somebody that they are deeply, deeply in love with. Okay? I used to be in a women's group on Facebook, and I had to get out of it because I thought it was going to be like a women's marriage group to, like, you know, give you advice and talk to you about marriage and kind of empower women and what to do if you're having a problem with this and what to do if you're having a problem with that with your husband. But, oh my God, I don't know if they were lying or not, but the stories in that group depressed me. because of the amount of women that were catching their husbands cheating on them. Now, this is my point to the video, and this is what I want to tell women. It is never your fault if a man is cheating. Cheating is a choice. Sometimes it can be a fluke, a mistake. It happened, but it's still a choice, okay? It is never your fault. I don't care what the reason is that it happens. It's never your fault, okay? And it's up to you. If this is the first time, we've been there. I've been there. This is my second marriage. I've been there with boyfriends. Sometimes you want to give them a second chance. You love them. You want to give them a second chance. I'm not judging anybody, and nobody should be judging you for giving someone a second chance. Because you know what I found out? The same people that sit back and judge you about staying with somebody after they do something to you, girl, they staying with somebody. Believe it. Believe it. And that's why I don't go to a lot of females with my business, because they're so quick to say, oh, girl, you should leave him. I would leave. I wouldn't stand for that. And they standing. They standing. And if y'all don't believe it, fine. But trust me, a lot of them people that tell you to walk away, they standing. So you have to do what's right for you. If you want to give them a second chance, give them a second chance. Do what's right for you. What I'm saying is, when you're on the third, fourth, and fifth chance, it's time to go. It is time to go. And that's my personal opinion, period. I don't care what nobody else thinks. It's time to go. Okay? That's just what it is. But my video, I don't know why my nose is running. My video today is for you guys to realize that it's not your fault. For a female to say, well, what you doing? You must not be doing something right. Men love to say that too. What you doing? You must not be doing this. You must not be doing that. Let me tell y'all something. If a man is going to cheat, he's going to cheat. You can have sex with him every day, all day, lingerie, tricks, all kinds of stuff. But if he's going to cheat, he's going to cheat. And none of that stuff is going to stop him. And that's just a proven fact. And if you don't believe that, that's fine. That's fine. But if he's going to cheat, he's going to cheat. You can't stop it. You know what I'm saying? It's not your fault. That's the point of my video. It is not your fault. Because here's the thing. If I'm not doing what you want me to do, you have every right to walk away. Just like you made a choice to cheat, you can say this relationship is not working, this marriage is not working. You can say, let's go to counseling. You can also sit down with me and tell me what your needs are. You know, why you're feeling the way you're feeling. You know, what we need to do about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go out and sleep with somebody else. So I would never believe it's a woman or a man's fault. There's women that cheat. You shouldn't cheat. It's a choice, and it doesn't have to be done. What are you accomplishing? What are you accomplishing? Now, some people will cheat because they just see something else they like. You know, they love you. They want to be with you. They got kids with you. But they see something else they like, and they just want to see what it's all about. Now, in my book, that's not love. You care about me, but you don't love me. Okay? Because you can't go jump into bed with everything you see that look good or everything you see that you like, everything that appeals to you. You can't do that. So if you're that type of person, then you're just that type of person at the end of the day. Okay? Some people... Okay, so for the Wendy Williams situation, she was pregnant. She was on bed rest. She could not have sex. His excuse, according to her, allegedly, was that he had went a year without sex. A lot of men cannot withstand as long as we can. And going back to biblically, the Bible even tells you not to go too long without sleeping with your mate. As I stated before, I know a lot of people. I've seen a lot of situations where they're fulfilling their needs sexually and they still cheat. Some people are just going to cheat. They're not meant to be in a relationship, and that's just the bottom line. But for her, they had to go a year without sex. Okay? And that's my point. We do a lot of suffering, and we do a lot of things for these men. And we need to realize that things that go on are not our fault. He was dead wrong. She was going through her thing. Now, he could have satisfied himself. You know, they could have done other things. But for you to go out and sleep with somebody else because I'm pregnant with your child and I cannot perform because I don't want to have another miscarriage, dead wrong, bro. Ain't no excuse. Be a man. I think we take away, we as females, this is all I'm going to say and I'm going to go finish getting ready for work. We as females, we take away from a man being a man. We don't let them be a man. We take the blame. We take the brunt of everything. Everything is our fault. What did I do wrong? Why is he doing this to me? Why did this happen? And it's him. It is him. And all I'm going to say out of love for my women, and if I could ever get into women empowerment and talking, because I got some stories. It is him. Let him go. Period. Like I said, if it's the first time and y'all want to work it out and whatever, nobody is judging you. That has happened to almost everyone. And these females out here telling y'all they won't take a man back after cheating and this and that and the other, them are the ones you don't need to listen to. Them are the ones you don't need to listen to. And I'm going to keep it 100, whether y'all like it or not. Don't listen to them. But my point to you guys and what I tell my girls, and I'm going to make sure my girls is on point because they're worthy. And they're worth loyalty. And they're worth respect. What I tell them is don't sit in it. Don't marinate in it. Don't soak in it. You take him back and he's not making the changes you need him to make. And you don't see the effort you need him to do. Oh, yeah. And let me say this about the cell phones. And I know I'm going to get a lot of comments down below. And I don't give a shit. Because ain't nothing insecure over here. This is lessons. You're looking at lessons. I'm going through your phone. And you can go through mine. But I'm going through your phone. Those of you who think you don't need to go through your man's phone. Those of you who think it's wrong to go through a man's phone. Good. Keep thinking that. I'm not saying you got to be in his phone every day. I'm not saying you got to be in his phone all the time. But what I'm saying is you should look in your man's phone from time to time. And it shouldn't be a problem. Me and my husband, we have the codes to each other's phone. He can pick up my phone whenever he wants to in the house, and I can pick up his whenever I want to. There are times when his phone is in the room and mine is on the counter. I'm washing dishes and he want to look up something right quick. He will grab my phone, put in the code, and look up what he want to look up or whatever. I don't care. It doesn't bother my spirit because I'm not doing nothing. Anytime somebody is bothered by you going in their phone, something's wrong. Number one. Number two, when people talk about privacy and my privacy, your privacy left when you married me. And everybody don't have to feel this way. But your privacy left when you married me. We won. What's yours is mine and what's mine is yours. So don't tell me that's your private stuff or whatever. You ain't got no private. And that's just how I live my life. And that's after lessons and lessons and lessons. And if my husband didn't like it, he don't have to be here. But whoever I'm with will like it and live in it. Okay? They shouldn't have a problem with you going through their phone, and you shouldn't have a problem with them going through theirs. And if you feel like, oh, they're going through my phone, they don't trust me, don't look at it like that. Don't look at it like that. Because let me tell you something. That's how plenty of people find out their mate is not right. And it's hurtful. And some people say, well, if you go looking, you're going to get what you're looking for. That's because you're with a cheater. Because I can go look through my husband's phone right now, and I don't see nothing. So, yeah, I guess I'm getting what I'm looking for. A decent man that don't have to hide nothing from me. Now, if he doing something some other type of way, that's a whole nother video. But this phones, social media, and all of that is the main link and source to people doing wrong right now these days. It is an outlet for people to sneak around and to do wrong. So when people say... oh, you shouldn't go through your man's phone. Oh, you insecure if you go through your man. No, I ain't insecure, baby. I'm seasoned. I'm seasoned. I got lessons and stories I can tell y'all. I ain't insecure. Because one thing I know about me, I can go pull one. That's on period. I can go pull one quick. Ain't nothing insecure about me. What I'm not going to do is sit back and be dumb and naive like I have before in the past. And waste years of my life on somebody. Plus, there are STDs out there. So when y'all talk about being insecure, no, you got me jacked the heck up. There are STDs out there that I don't plan on getting. I got grandbabies and stuff I want to raise. So stop blaming yourself. My point to the video is whatever you're going through, stop blaming yourself. You are worthy. You are worth it. You deserve all the respect. Stop sitting in situations that are not meant for you. I was told one time in my previous relationship, you know, I kept praying and praying about a situation and crying and praying. I'm like, God is not answering me. He must not be real or whatever. And I found out he was answering me. Every time I prayed, he was showing me I was stumbling on something. I was finding something. He was showing me this one ain't for you. This one is not for you. You in it because you want to be in it. This is not the person for you. I ain't here to convince nobody. What I am here to convince every female out there of is you are worthy. And you are worthy of a decent man, a good man, and you are worthy of a loyal man. That is my opinion. It doesn't have to be anybody else's. Hopefully it helps somebody out. And I'll see y'all in the next video.